Hello, let's continue on the first book of Moses called Genesis. Genesis means beginning. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Notice that there is an S on heaven and earth. So now he made heavens with an S and earth. I'm telling you, this is a God. He's an awesome God. Now, God Himself, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Now, notice the S on waters. Exactly. Because we got waters above us and we have water beneath us. I remember my grandma would talk about wells, lakes, and rivers. How did y'all go wash something? Go down there by the lake. Get that pail or bucket. Yeah, you go by the lake and they had river. And then the Bible talks about those four rivers that run. Hickodale, Pishon, Heshon, and I can't remember the other right now, but it's four of them. I'm gonna come back with that because that's very important because I need to program this brain when I can just call them off like that. But when you ain't been looking at it, reading it, you know there's four, but I can see the name. But let me pronounce these names. But let's think outside the box. We're talking about heavens. Now, the face of the water, the spirit hoover. So it going over the waters. Nothing on this earth but covered in water. So you just imagine, close your eye, but don't close your eyes. Just take your thoughts there. Just imagine no trees, no houses, no wagons, no cars, absolutely nothing. Just an earth just covered in water all over. That's why it's a sanctification. Um, Before God created anything, He made sure it was cleansed before He planted. It takes water for items to grow, things to grow. And then we need water. Every creature needs water. Name one creature that don't need no water. I don't know one. Human beings need water. I think we 9% of water. And I was telling somebody the other day how God is amazing. When you look at childbirth, it's a tissue. It's tissue. And then the embryo, you see these up black and then become eyes. And when my first experience, I was like, oh boy. And then I read, okay, when the fingers gonna form? When the nose gonna form? When the lips and the toes gonna form? Because I'm ready. I'm ready to deliver this baby. So I'm looking at every stage of the process. It's a process. I'm looking at every stage of the process because I'm ready for this experience. I'm ready, and then I was in pain. I was nauseated, what they call nauseated. And then I feel like, hey, I am ready. I'm ready. And then, and I tell you, I was ready. And so I would read the articles. I read the pamphlets, um, knowing. And then I spank myself because I'm ready to have the baby. And then they tell you the signs when the baby coming early. So I didn't stay home long enough. Soon I see spotting. Soon I get a little water. And let's go. Let's go. I'm going to make sure I be safe and there on time. Then when I get there, all the time, we're going to stop the labor because he can stay in the oven a little bit longer or she can stay in the oven just a little bit longer. And I'll be like, oh, man. And then I sometimes, because I end up with surgery for every child, I think about that. Only if they would have let the child be born. Because I'm thinking about that hands, that toes. Maybe they would have been born, but maybe if I would have still been at home. But don't do that. Don't do that. I did the right thing going to the hospital. But that was just because I'm going through those stages of birth. And I heard it on the news the other day when they was talking about Tylenol. And I'm sorry to tell you, ladies, I don't remember taking no Tylenol during my childbirth. When I realized I was pregnant, I wasn't taking no ibuprofen, no Tylenol. It's like going through the process. Old natural or a cold rag. Don't sit in the ice. Don't go bathing in ice. Never put ice direct contact on your skin anyway. But a cold, cool rack, saltine crackers, rest. Now that's something the doctor can find to give you that is not going to affect the baby. Let's listen back into creation.